guys, we are on our way to where, honey? Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Next stop, vegan, to try those chimis. Stay tuned, guys.
¿Dónde queda eso? ¿En La Vega?
En La Vega, mira muchacho, pa' Bronx. Y vamos de camino para Next Stop Vegan. Woo, woo, woo.
That's good.
So talk to me a little bit about this vegan chimi, guys. I've never heard of it.
My sister and I were one day improvising a lot of Dominican dishes. So the first initial dish that we implemented was the vegan sancocho, right?
Ooh.
When we made the vegan sancocho and we posted it, people were going bananas. So of course, as a Dominican that likes to go to the food trucks when I was like 19, 20, in my 20, my party days, I would go to the food truck and I would get I would get chimis, right? In general, chimis, which is like beef and whatever. I was like, what if we recreate the vegan version of a chimi? And then my sister was like, why don't we? Of course, her and I were like always implementing all these ideas. Let's try it out. So we started with black beans, of course, to make it look like meat.
Right, natural.
And then we put some beets to make it look like kind of like the blood, if you will. And then from there, we just started to improvise either quinoa, brown rice, what kind of grain can we put it to make it actually stay consistent. And then I was like, well, making a patty is as simple as obviously putting a couple of ingredients, breadcrumbs, and put it on the grill. I'm like, that's a vegan chimi. All we need to improvise is the sauce and then get the bread, make sure it's vegan. And then we got it. So we did it and it was like a big hit.
And it's super popular, guys, and I cannot wait to try this.
Yes. You know, and I never claim fame or never been the vegan queen. You know, so that's not my goal. My goal is to just inspire as many people as possibly can to live a healthier and happier life. So I ended up moving to Korea after, again, just getting tired of the American system and like the routine. And of course, like I have regained another life after I became vegan. Like I was like, I'm so inspired to really take a challenge. I'm so inspired to do what I've never done before. Like I no longer feel afraid or fearful of what anyone has to say or what's going to happen later. Plus I was hitting my 30s. So I was like, yeah, like this is it. Like I need to do this. So I ended up going into the program where I was like, well, if I go away, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna become a photographer, a blogger, or an English teacher? And then English teaching became very easy because I had my bachelor's. I had different things and pointers that leads you into becoming a teacher. So fast forward, got my certification, everything's ready. Where am I going next? So I was debating between, again, Europe, which was the country of choice, Italy, que yo me enamoré when I went once upon a time. But then they don't pay very well. Euros is like, you literally live for your rooming. So I'm like, that's not gonna compensate, especially at 30 when I have a career. I'm an HR manager and I'm gonna go live in someone's house in Italy with like $30 in my pocket, no. So then I was like, what other countries pay well? Asia. Japan, China, and South Korea. Those three countries are the most, and of course Middle East. But of course I was not trying to go to the Middle East, I mean at least not yet. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to a safer country. So I was like between Japan, China, and South Korea. I feel like China is not really And then I was like, Japan seems cool, but it's so robotic and so like structured that I'm like, it's gonna totally take away from me being me. And of course, South Korea seems to be attracting a lot of younger generation, like a lot of Americans, a lot of Canadians, because it's just such a cultured, you know, country. You have K-pop, you have like fashion, you have like all these things, like cosmetic things. I was like, Korea it is. So I applied to Korea, moved to Korea. Boom, I leave within a year to South Korea. And here I am living in a village where it's like I'm the only foreigner. The only 6 feet tall girl.
Oh my god!
Because I am so tall, and then my hair was like weaved and then box braid, and then I did so many different styles. So everyone always looked at me like I'm like the oddball, like the elephant, the black elephant in the room. But I loved this so much because at the same time, people were really inspired by this girl in this village just trying to teach English and have my kids dancing and laughing and whatever, because that was my goal. I was like, I'm not coming here to be an English teacher. I'm coming here to have a good time and to also live this experience. So while I was living in Korea, I started to cook a lot because in Korea, like I said, a lot of times just the language barrier became kind of like a distraction with my vegan lifestyle. So they'll add eggs sometimes to certain things. Sometimes the soup will be like beef broth or chicken broth, and I will have to tell them like, hey, no, you know, and the whole language just became a mess. So I started to cook in my house a lot. Like every day I'll meal prep, and I'll post. And that's when my friends over there were like, oh my God, Blangie, like your food looks amazing. Like, oh my God, I wish you could cook for me. Like, oh my God, I'm so tired of Korean food. Oh my God. And everybody was hitting me up on Facebook, Instagram. And I was like, okay, I'll cook for you. I don't mind. So my friend Sunil was my first client. And he was like, I will pay you to meal prep for me for a whole week. How much do you want? At that time, I didn't know what the hell to ask for. So I was like, give me whatever you got, it's fine. I'll go to the grocery with you, I'll shop, we'll do this, we'll do that. He's like, okay, perfect. So I learned how to cook vegan food for someone else. And I was like, usually when you cook for yourself, you think your food is banging. You know, I don't care if it's non-salty, it's salty, whatever. Buenísima. So when Sunil actually approved, I was like, okay, I think I'm running a business in Korea. Like here I am from New York, hustling with my side gig. I would backpack and put all my seasonings in mi bulto and ride a bus to another town to go cook to someone else's house. And that was every weekend. That was my gig. So people started hitting me up and paying me $70, which is nothing. But I didn't mind because I was like, this is what I love. You know, I'm getting all these people to eat vegan. And obviously they didn't even know or anticipated that anyone would change their lifestyle. So the fact that they were transitioning, I was like, this is awesome. And they would call me and be like, oh my God, I feel great. And I was like, oh my God, I have a business. And then I was like, I have a business. I need a name. And I was like, okay. So I put it's Blangie Catering. And then I was like, it's so lame. And then I was going around asking people for names. And then I put it on Facebook. And I was like, I need names, ideas. And people started commenting. And then this guy posted something about next stop, something. Not vegan, but he was like, his post said something next stop. And I was like, this is genius. So it's like, I'm going stop by stop, transitioning people's life. Next stop is gonna be vegan. And then I was like, if I go to New York, you know when you hop the train, you're like, next stop, Fordham Road, next stop, 34th Street. I was like, next stop is gonna be vegan. And, and that's how it became Next Stop Vegan. And I was like, this is exactly where I'm going to start. I'm going to go to people's house in New York and I'm going to cook for them, just like I'm doing here in Korea. But of course, the story was different. I came here, Mommy después me dijo, cocina aquí en la casa, no importa. So I did it from Mommy's house. I cooked for my sister and my 2 aunts, my first 3 clients. And then when my sister improvised with a vegan sancocho, I got my 4th client, then my 5th client, and then my 7th client. And I was like, I have a business. People are buying food from me que no me conocen. And I'm cooking from Mommy's house, which is even more odd, you know? And then my sister was like, vamos cometiendo partners. And then we're gonna take this to the next level. And we sure did. Then we moved to her house, and then from her house we started to look for a place because we were already kind of like too busy, and that's where we ended up here in this location.
That's such an inspiring story.
I love it. Jasmine rice, white beans, and steak. Como te estaba diciendo, este es un mushroom bouillon con el potato cauliflower mash. Este es un peanut tofu, like a bowl, so tiene como brown rice, tofu, marinated como on a peanut sauce, and then peanuts. Esto es un sweet potato con kale, sauteed on a burrito. So la gente tiene todo como bien available. This is the locrio de maíz, so it's basically bulgur wheat with corn and un spring roll. This is like a creamy chicken garlic pasta. So again, like the chicken is actually vegan, pero parece chicken strips, you know, if you think about it. There's things like chicken nuggets. There's so many, I mean, the options are limited. Y esto es como un omelet. So it's made out of chickpeas, and adentro abajo del pan está el omelet. And tiene vegetales, tiene sausage, tiene muchísimas cositas. And then we put the sauce and the bread in it so people could eat it like a breakfast option. And then this is a lentil soup. Y esto es una ensalada. Que es un falafel, so this is falafel made bowls with the tzatziki sauce and the thing and all that stuff. Y este es un jackfruit, I think it's a jackfruit que I was telling you guys. So this is a jackfruit que parece pulled pork, pero es la fruta. Y it's more barbecuing, so what we give the client is the pretzel bun, the jackfruit, and then the coleslaw. And the goal is to eat it like a coleslaw pulled pork sandwich or a burger, if you will. Prepare popcorn, homemade peanut protein bowl. Esto es un homemade eggplant hummus. Le ponemos la galletica, una frutica, cositas así. Para que tengan sus snacks durante el día y puedan tener, you know.
so here we have the vegan chimi. Parece un chimi regular, normal. Ahí está la carne. Ahí tengamos el repollo, el tomate, la cebolla y la salsa regular, como un chimi. Ahora vamos a probarlo por primera vez.
Smells delicious.
Oh my god, igualito que un chimi. Huele igualito que un chimi. Oh my god, I'm so nervous because I'm like, I don't know what to expect, but excited at the same time. Okay, here goes. Oh my god. It tastes like a chimi, like a beef chimi. Like a regular chimi. Yeah, no vamos, amigo, espérate. Sorry, guys. Pero déjame comer un chima, because it just tastes like regular meat. Nick, you have to try this. It tastes just like a chimi. Oh. Alright, cameraman, you gotta try this too. Okay, here we go.
Really good.
No, pero está buena. Sí.
It's so good.
A ver, carne.
Sabía carne.
Like a regular chimney.
What is